Hello friends, and welcome to your weekend, let me get that right, weekend tarot reading, where we are going to be covering Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the 28th, 29th and 30th of June 2024. Today I have decided to use two amazing decks. I say that about all my decks, of course, but we're using the Roots and Wings Oracle and the Unfolding Path Tarot, and I think they're going to work so nicely together. The artwork is different but similar in certain aspects, so I'm hoping it'll look really pretty on screen. Let's move the tarot out of the way. Let's start with our Unfolding Path Oracle. We're asking for a theme for the next 3 days. Where do we need to be focusing our attention? What is the general theme for the next 3 days that we need to be mindful of, that we need to be aware of? What is the general kind of energy of what's around us over the next 3 days? Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 28, 29 and 30th of June. Okay, so we have inspiration that has dropped out, but you know me, I'm just a bad shuffler, so I don't always take the cards that jump. I get a feeling if they're the right ones, so that one wasn't, but we're taking inspiration anyway. Because, I mean, who doesn't need a good dollop of inspiration in their lives? Right, let's see. I think I'm happy with that shuffle. Let's cut the deck over there and take a card off the top. Let's see, what is our theme for the next 3 days? The energy of the next 3 days. We've got night. Now, isn't that quite appropriate, considering we've just gone through our middle of winter here in the southern hemisphere? So we are in the darkest, coldest part of the year for us. We are all going through the night, but to me, I see this at the bottom here, and I see it as the dawning of a new day. I'm going to chat while I shuffle the tarot, which is exactly, considering we are now past the halfway mark, we are now starting to move towards the light, moving out of the night and towards the light, moving towards the sunshine again. But we're still very much in the nighttime. We're still very much in the dark. What do we do during the nighttime? We relax, we rest, we unwind, we recharge, we rejuvenate, we replenish, all of these things that we need to do. So maybe this is what this weekend is for us. Maybe this is the weekend, oopsie, sorry, excuse me. Maybe this is the weekend where we do less. Less is more, but where we rejuvenate, where we recharge, where we revitalize, where we just bring positive energy back into our lives. Maybe that's what this weekend is all about for us. So friends, whatever you've got planned for this weekend, just make sure that the themes are around rejuvenation, replenishment, relaxing, and all of those kind of energies. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself to do or to be something different, or to have great expectations of accomplishing a lot. Rome wasn't built in a day. This weekend we rest. This weekend we take it slow. We also need to be a little bit more introspective, okay? A little bit more introspective. Okay, let's see what we've got from the tarot. We have got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I love her. I so identify with her. We have the Moon card. We've got the Moon there as well. It's almost exactly the same crescent moon. And we have the beautiful Six of Wands. Oh, my lighting is shocking. Hold a second. I have to adjust because that looks shocking. I think that looks a bit better. We performed some magic. We paused the recording. We switched the light off, and it seems to have made a bit of a difference, because at least this one doesn't look so awful. All right, so let's have a look at our cards we've got. Queen of Swords. Now, what I love about the Queen of Swords is she's a no-nonsense kind of woman. She says it as it is. She speaks her mind. She doesn't really worry about if she's offending you with what she has to say. I mean, she does consider it. She is a queen. She is nurturing. She is kind and generous. But at the same time, sometimes she realizes that we need to hear the harsh truth in order for it to hit home, okay? So she's not afraid to speak in that harsh way if that's what it takes to get the message across to you. And this is why this is coming through this way, okay? So we all need to be a little bit Queen of Swordsy, okay? We need to express ourselves. We need to speak out. We need to say things in a way that gets the message across, even if it hurts somebody else. In other words, if you have to say no to somebody this weekend, that's what she's telling you. Okay? Because sometimes we're afraid to say no to somebody because we don't want to upset them, we don't want to hurt them, we don't want to, cause any kind of discomfort. So sometimes we will go along with the thing, even if we don't want to, just because we're afraid of hurting somebody's feelings. Queen of Swords is telling you, you know what? This is your time to take it easy, to rest, to rejuvenate, to replenish, to be a little bit more introspective, to be a little bit more thought-provoking, to be a little bit more conscious of yourself. And if that means saying no to somebody, that's okay. That's okay, friends. It's okay to say no, because sometimes it's exactly what we need, especially this weekend over the next 3 days. We've got the moon card. The moon card is telling you that you struggle with saying no. The moon card is the card that tells you find it really difficult to say no to somebody, to put somebody aside and to say to them no, that you don't want to be doing that, or I don't like that, or I don't want to do that. We find it really difficult. The moon card is the card of facing our internal fears, which is why we've got the night card, because again, it's in the middle of the night that we allow ourselves to feel fear. During the day, we put on a brave face, we put on a brave exterior, we pretend like everything's great, but it's at nighttime when we climb into our beds where we feel like, okay, now I can be vulnerable. Now I can release those emotions and I can be afraid and I can be scared because nobody's around to judge you or to see you. So the moon is the card that tells you that we have to face our internal fears. And this is why the Queen of Swords is there. And she's telling you, be strong, because you can handle this, you can do this, you can face this, you can tackle this in whichever way you want to. Don't feel limited or restricted in any way. And yes, sometimes it's not easy, sometimes it's not nice, but with a little bit of courage, with a little bit of conviction, with a little bit of stamina, with a little bit of Queen of Swords, we can actually achieve so much. And we will achieve so much, because here we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is the card of victory. It's the card of success. It's the card of accomplishment. But more than that, it's the card of being acknowledged and recognized for your accomplishments. So you will be acknowledged and recognized. You will receive the accolade once you have found the courage to stand up and say to people, no, I don't want that, I don't like that, I don't need that, I don't want to do that, whatever it is. You've got to stand up and learn how to say no to people. And if you can do that, you will find people actually looking at you going, well done. That was great. It was nice to actually hear you fight back a little bit. Nice to see and to hear you have a little bit of resistance, to resist and to push back and say, no, I don't want to be doing that. So friends, this is temporary, okay? And this is what I have to say to you. Nighttime is temporary. Nighttime only lasts a couple of hours and then the day comes up again, all right? So whatever this is that you're going through, it is just temporary. It is just 3 days, 28, 29, and 30th of June. So if you can just have the courage and the conviction to get through the next 3 days, standing up for yourself, saying no to whoever you need to say no to, facing those internal fears that you have, and I'm going to call them internal feels, let me get the right words, internal fears and feelings, right? I was trying to combine 2 words into one there. If you are able to do that, you will absolutely succeed. And you will come out of this weekend feeling just so much more positive, so much more vibrant, so much more enthusiastic, and so much more happier. And isn't that what matters the most? So we are going through the night. It's dark, it's cold. There are strange creepy crawlies, right? There are strange creepy crawlies out there, but it's okay, because we are strong, we are brave. Even if we have to sit in that power pose, we are strong, we are brave, and we can and we will succeed and accomplish and overcome any limiting restrictions and beliefs that we may have. I mean, look at this gentleman. Isn't he just fabulous? Nothing and nobody is stopping him from achieving his goals, his dreams, and his ambitions. So we need to take a page out of his book, and we need to realize that it's okay to be a little bit standoffish. It's okay to tell people we're not interested, because we have to fend for ourselves, stand up for ourselves, face our own inner darkness, our own inner nighttime, and understand that this is temporary. So friends, I do wish you a weekend of rest, a weekend of relaxation, a weekend of joy, a weekend of happiness, a weekend of bliss, but a weekend of standing up for yourself and saying no. As always, with much love and many blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.